you, Brockman, told me that Jeff Triplett wasn't the only head official to retire.
Exactly.
It was Ed Hochuli, too. Now, we had not heard that Ed was hanging him up.
Pretty bummed about it.
Right?
Pretty bummed hearing that news.
So you told me that, and then the commercial break hit, and I thought to myself, okay, in the few minutes that are here, let me write an Ed Hochuli retirement letter and read it out on the air.
Yeah, because I had told you we should get Ed on.
Right. And by the way, I tried, and I'll tell you in a second how that worked. But I typed it up.
Threw it out.
And I said, hey, I've got it. Rich Eisen Show exclusive.
Right.
And you're like, is this real or fake?
Right.
And then as soon as I started reading it.
I just started laughing.
Okay, put it up here. So I wrote, here's the letter. By the way, the letter that we tweeted out has an Ed Hochuli at the bottom right-hand part of the letter, like the page, like he's got his own personal stationery of himself on it.
With a watermark.
Which I guess for people, it's a Hochuli watermark. So I wrote, to whom it may concern football fans everywhere and ladies and gentlemen of the jury. I thought that's a dead giveaway right off the top. Many of you have known me as an official for the National Football League for the last 28 years, but I started refereeing football at the high school level in 1973, and that's when I first discovered my love of combining my favorite sport with my other favorite endeavor, explaining things in 3 long sentences that can really be explained in 1 short one. So it's been a long time of reffing and talking and reffing. So after further review, I've decided to finally no longer get up every day and do what I do in order to put food on the table, keep a roof over my family, and keep doing what I love to do every day. In other words, I've decided to retire, which is an instance of taking 3 sentences to explain. Right, it's right
exactly.
there.
It's right there.
I used it.
It's right there.
I put it right there.
It's perfect.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to head to the gym, make sure that my body remains the temple that it is, and of course, make sure the lactic acid buildup gets addressed by a vigorous regimen of stretching. In other words, I'm off to do curls. Yours in retirement, Ed Hochuli, Esquire.
Esquire is the best
So
part.
we then post it on the Rich Eisen Show feed, exclusive.
Yep.
The retirement letter Ed Hochuli sent to the NFL, and I guess we have a reputation of news breaking. I might have one myself with, a degree from the Northwestern Medill School of Journalism. The number of people that retweeted it and said they thought it was real is alarming. It's the only way to put it. And I guess it's maybe the difference between, when you text somebody and they think that you're being,
right,
difficult. And like, no, that's not my tone. Like, you don't know tone when you read.
We needed the Eisen font.
You needed the Eisen font, the sarcastic font. So, God bless him. You know how much we love SVP.
The best.
The best they come. The man deserves as many Emmys as he can garner in his career. But this is what happened on the Midnight Sports Center last night.
Was Ed Hochuli a good referee? I legitimately wondered, and our umpire official expert, we actually have one of those, said Hochuli was arguably the best ever. Whatever you thought of him, you certainly knew him. Hochuli, well known because he had big arms and because he explained the administration of the rules in great detail. As he put in his goodbye letter to the NFL, which Rich Eisen of the NFL Network tweeted out, quote, explaining things in 3 long sentences that can really be explained in 1 short one, close quote. He certainly looked great for 67, called 2 Super Bowls, a referee for 28 years. His son's going to be one of the guys that replaces him, by the way. He closed his letter with, I'm off to do curls. Well, of course he is.
Is Scott on the line now? Is Scott there?
Yeah.
What's up, Scott?
Oh, God.
You thought it was real.
Well, I mean, as you said, you are a guy that has a reputation. You work at the NFL Network. You got sources. And here's the thing. As you read it out now, it certainly plays like that thing you were kind enough to be. You asked me to be a part of the Funny or Die, where it's obviously a spoof. But in real time, Ed's the kind of guy who seemed to me to be self-aware enough that he could have penned this as a goof. And when it was brought up to me in our meeting, hey, did you see the letter Hochuli wrote? And I thought, well, that's funny. And then later, as I'm trying to write this script, I'm not finding it anywhere on, like, Google searches or whatever. But I'm like, where'd y'all see that? And then the producer that had it's like, oh, it's on Eisen's feed. So I read your feed, and I'm like, there it is. I see the quotes that work, and I just I just slam it in there on the script and read it on television. Fake news. Fake news.
Hashtag, yes. Hashtag fake news.
I'm mortified. Apologies to Mr. Hochuli.
I'm
to
sorry.
you.
We did not.
No.
That was not our intent.
Yeah, we didn't know it was going to happen like that.
But I guess we tweeted it out like exclusive.
Right.
Like,
I mean, I worded
Yep.
it a little.
You did.
I did.
I mean, I'm off to do curls.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I should have done to just really hammer home the point? Instead of saying yours in retirement, I should have said yours in size medium. Ed Hochuli,
see, now
Esquire.
okay, that would have made it more obvious. But I think the most brilliant satire is the satire that's close enough to being plausible that you go, yeah, maybe, right? And so, and also this is an example of just wanting it so desperately to be true. And I guess it's the kind of thing where I'm thinking to myself now, like, have we harmed his reputation? And if so, if it's a grievous offense, we will fix it. But it seems like I'm sure I can go. It's all kind of a goof, right?
Yeah, I hope maybe my reputation is tarnished. That maybe
Never.
people won't believe. Like I just cried wolf. I just cried Hochuli. You know?
Well, I guess, but that's entirely on us for not vetting, and it's been an alarm bell that goes off to me that I'm not able to find this anywhere but there. But again, and this is where I'll turn it and point at you and blame you, Rich Eisen. When you're a source of information and you got stuff no one else has got, you think, yeah, sure, he's got the Hochuli retirement letter.
And it's, I guess, believable that he's got his own stationery with himself on it, when there's a watermark of him as a ref.
As believable as it is that he's going to go sort out the lactic acid with a stretching regimen.
Vigorous regimen.
I beg your pardon. Yeah, just marginal stretching wouldn't work the lactic acid out, as we all are well aware. Oh, this is something. This is certainly
Very
something.
funny.
It is, and it's also not. I mean, I'm legitimately, it's honestly, it's a great reminder to kids, journalism school out there, one source, and then verify.
That's
and
right.
I was unable to verify, but I just liked it so much I said it.
You have my number. You could have called. I'd have saved you the trouble. But then again, it's a little bit better
Then
this
we wouldn't have had a segment on your show the next day. You know what I mean?
You're
it
good.
all kind of works more for you than me, but I'm here to try to at least say I'm sorry.
You're the best, man. You're the best. I'm sorry.
You're the worst. Don't spoof me like that again.
Hang in there, Scott. Hang in the blizzard. Appreciate the call, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it is. The snow rates are picking up. Enjoy the sunshine. I hate you.
There you go.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.